So I reiterate here, the bill is dead.
The story of this great city is about the years before this night. We are free!
Hey, welcome to a new episode of Ho Ho Hong Kong. How are you doing, person who is listening right now? I am your host, Mohammed Magdi, and I'm sitting with the other host,
Vivek Mabubani.
How are you doing, buddy?
I'm good today. It's a nice, beautiful, sunny day, and nobody knows that because we're on an audio-only podcast.
Yeah, they're probably listening on like Friday night, hungover, or
Yeah.
not even hungover, already drunk.
Exactly. Like, don't even care about the weather. It's terrible.
Yeah, it's already raining
Yeah.
at the time. Hi, person from the future.
Exactly.
Is that your general audience profile? Like drunk people on Fridays?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I'll put
Oh,
this on the cab home.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, exactly. That's it. And the person you just heard right now was
Yeah.
our guest today, which is...
Garron Chiu.
Yeah.
Hey, Garron, how are you doing? You haven't been on the podcast for a while, right?
No, I haven't been on the pod since I did a Patreon one
Right.
about like weird comedy shows.
Oh,
ages
yeah,
ago.
yeah.
Yeah.
You guys have way too much energy for like 11 a.m.
We don't really tell people what time it is that we
Yeah, we
record, but
record.
it's fine. We'll leave it in.
You're listening to us live right now on
Yeah.
your podcast app. That's what's really happening.
Send your questions in.
I like the fact that we only get Garron on when we have to talk about weird stuff.
Yeah,
This
exactly.
is the perfect reason you're here.
There is so much stuff happening right now in the news and stuff.
Yeah.
Again, I think. Yeah, exactly. That's the
I'm
right
hoping the
action.
microphone picks up that sigh.
Yeah, I think it does.
It totally does. Totally. I'm monitoring everything. So real quick, before we get on into the details, how do people find you, Garron, online?
People can find me at Instagram, I am Garron, and then Facebook, I am Garron as well.
That is so Garron. He's like, I
am Garron.
I got this.
Yeah.
What about
Is
yourself,
it, it's not Garron from Comedy Central?
No. Oh, also we're finally starting the Hong Kong as fuck Instagram account very
Oh,
soon.
nice.
Oh, nice.
Cut up clips and mostly post people who like a lot of people post photos wearing our t-shirts. So I'm like,
Yeah.
I need to.
Yeah,
because
that's
that's Hong Kong as fuck is like it's a good show, but it's secretly just a way for me to sell t-shirts.
Yeah. Well, they're good enough, man. People are here walking around.
They're
and
cool. They're good quality. We make the same. We have the same guy, right?
Oh yeah, nice.
The Ho Ho
Yeah,
Hong
SHK.
Kong. Yeah, we do make t-shirts as well. If you want to buy one, just hit us up, Vivek or me, and we'll sort you out with a Ho Ho Hong Kong or a Hong Kong as fuck t-shirt.
Yeah. Well, where can they find you, though, Mo?
So yeah, when you hit me up, you find me at the other Muhammad on Instagram and Muhammad Magdi on Facebook and Twitter.
Yeah.
What about
Funny
you?
Vivek on Instagram, Funny Vivek, and whatever.
You know what? Like
Yeah.
you keep saying the M thing, and
Yeah.
then I actually checked one time. I cared enough to check, and
Yeah.
there is no M. I couldn't find you with the M one.
No, the letter M is for Facebook only.
Yeah, because I looked at
'cause
Instagram.
Why?
I'm
Because
like,
was there another funny Vivek?
Yeah. Yeah, some kid took that. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
And then my intellectual brain was like, well, which letter M? I mean, people should know. And like everything is Funny Vivek except for Facebook.
that's so annoying.
And that has the most followers. I'm like, this is terrible. My branding is terrible.
Damn.
Yeah.
All right. Also, if you're listening right now, if you're enjoying the podcast, please send it to just one friend. Don't send it to 5. Don't send it to 10. Just send it to one who you know is going to listen. I just met a few people a couple of nights ago, and I was talking to one guy, and this other guy recognized me from my voice. And he was like, this is so weird because I was just listening to your episode with Emily on the way here. And I'm like, am I drunk? Why am I hearing the same voice again?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, it's me. And yeah, that was cool. So yeah, he was recommended the podcast by someone else. So please keep doing that. We're starting a pyramid scheme. Every 100 people you recommend, you get absolutely nothing. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like a pyramid scheme.
Yeah,
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
You don't get conned, so we're good people.
Yeah,
That's the good thing to do.
I mean, okay, you can at least send it to 2 people.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Send it to 2 people, and they might have 2 friends who will send it to 2 friends as well. All right. So anyway, anybody who got that joke, please send us a message and tell us a reference.
True.
And you will be invited to the next podcast recording. You'll be standing outside the door of the studio.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah.
Instagram.com/hotballs,
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
Man,
Hashtag.
there is so much happening in Hong Kong right now. I don't even know where to start. Let's start with the Nicole Kidman thing.
Okay.
Because that's just, I don't know.
So let's update everybody what's happened right now. So Hong Kong's quarantine regulations are basically like 21 days, I believe, from pretty much
Well,
most
it depends
places.
actually.
They
By the time they're
basically-
listening to this right
Yeah.
now, it's probably changed
It might
already.
be 48.
There's no more 7 days. It's all 14, and basically most countries that were 7
Yeah.
got changed to 21 on a whim because A woman who was coming from the U.S. was in quarantine for 7 days, got out of quarantine, had the Delta variant, and people were like freaking out by this one case.
Right.
And then a few days later, turns out that she didn't have the Delta variant when she arrived in Hong Kong. She actually got it in quarantine. So
In
Whoa.
quarantine.
got it in quarantine, so it wasn't even a thing. So they, and I was actually kind of surprised by how good Hong Kong scientists were able to do this. Basically, they were at the Dorset, I think, in Wan Chai. And you're allowed to open your windows.
Yeah.
But when you open the doors, you have to close the windows, or else
Yes.
it creates, an
Right.
air tunnel. So they were doing the COVID testing, and the people across the hall who had the Delta variant, door opened, she got it, and they basically did the genomic sequencing and found out they had the exact same variant, which is how
Wow.
they knew she didn't get it before. She got it from across the hall.
Oh.
That's crazy.
So the fact that like this one case that made everyone freak out, government changed it to 21 days on a whim.
Yeah.
They were planning to do if you have 14 days, but you get a serology test and test positive for antibodies at the airport, it can be reduced to 7.
Yeah.
They're supposed to start that last week, and they're like, nope, 21 days. Instead of 14 reducing to 7, fuck it, 21 days. So,
Right.
and a lot of people we know are stuck. So my wife, Cassi, who you guys know, she's been on the pod a few times, she's in Thailand, which was meant to be 7 days. That's now 21.
Yeah, we'll get to Cassie later as well because the whole Thailand situation is pretty fucked.
Mahesh as well. Mahesh literally arrived in New York. 3 days later, they changed it to 21 days.
Yeah, and now he's
Yeah.
there, so he can.
It's also a mess because he has the choice between do I shorten my holiday, fly back, or try to ride it out. And if you shorten it, like it's almost impossible to book rooms for quarantine right now.
Yeah.
Everyone who has 7-day bookings is trying to change it to 21, which now reduces the entire volume by a third. A lot of hotels are now just like, you know what, fuck it, we're not even doing quarantine anymore. It's too much of a hassle, so there's reduced volume. And also, if you had to turn back, we looked it up. An economy class flight from New York to Hong Kong last minute would be 55,000 Hong Kong.
Oh, man.
Even if Cassie decided to
What?
come back from Thailand to Hong Kong, the last minute flight was 12 grand.
Oh,
So
my,
it's
one
just,
way.
yeah, and then you're paying like, and if not, you're paying like quarantine.
Also, okay, so here's a question. What happens when you're staying in a hotel 7 days and you need to extend and there is no room? There's no...
Oh no!
Does the
they're,
hotel just
like,
kick you out?
If you're already in the 7 days, it's 7 days. They only extended it starting people who arrived yesterday, which would have been Friday.
Damn, that would have sucked. Like, let's say you were in the line and you were like, oh, you first. You
yeah,
go first.
yeah.
They're like, sir, it's 12:01 a.m.
Yeah.
right now, and you're 21
Yeah,
days.
please. You're like, damn it. I'll
Yeah.
never be polite again.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like they should give some time for people to just plans. The fact that they were like, hey, Monday night, starting Friday morning, and everyone's like, what?
yeah.
Like 3 days. You know?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh
No,
my-
it's nuts. Yeah, we'll get to Cassie later, but yeah, Nicole Kidman.
Yeah.
So she came from Sydney, right? Which is now on, I think, Group A.
Yes.
Right?
No, Group B.
Group B, but it's still a high risk country.
Group B is
Or
21
city.
days at the moment, correct?
sorry. Australia specifically is 14 days.
Okay,
if
all
you're
right.
vaccinated.
Right.
Yes.
But the thing is, Sydney is now in lockdown.
Right.
A lot of people in Australia haven't left Australia in forever.
Yeah.
I have a lot of friends who've been stuck in
Where
Australia
our
for
buddy
like 2
Andy, who is
years.
the master of going to great like places at the wrong time.
Yeah.
Oh, he just messaged right before we started recording. He said the kindy just got shut down as well.
Oh,
So he's like,
man.
I'm going absolutely nuts.
Is kindies kindergarten or like some weird drug that the Australians?
I
When it
think
comes to Andy,
both.
we never know. Yeah. Like- so in case you forgot, Andy Curtin used to be on the show.
Yeah.
And he decided, I'm going to go somewhere I like. And now he's locked in lockdown in Melbourne.
Dude, you know how he had this bit? It was like when Hong Kong was doing well and Australia was not. And then he goes like, "Hey, mom and dad, are you? Is it illegal to get a haircut yet?" Dude, there is like 5 people who sent him that video back in the last week.
Someone edited that clip with the Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Yes, Ask James. I gotta give him credit for that. That
so
was
good.
perfect.
Yeah, so basically, Andy Curtin used to have this whole thing talking about how he's mocking his parents who are in Australia. They're
Yeah.
like, so like, is it safe in Hong Kong? And now he's like enjoying the beach and everything.
Yeah.
And now he's in Melbourne, and then it's the best. Like all I can say is that karma.
Yeah,
The irony is like, so Nicole Kidman, so she arrived in Hong Kong.
she's
because
Australian, isn't she?
She's Australian.
Yeah.
She was filming a TV show for Amazon Prime called Expats.
Yeah, which I also want to get into because like it's based on a novel. Did anyone read that novel?
No, apparently it's very good though. So it's
Because I kind of like the idea of like the foreign life kind of thing, like to show to the other side, like how we are living, but also I'm not sure how they will
So this is
portray it,
basically like to show white people what white privilege is.
right, yeah, exactly,
Well,
which
so
I'm totally enjoying here.
I've never read the book. I know it was written by a Korean girl who grew up in Hong Kong.
Okay.
And so we'll see. I mean, because expats can encapsulate like Koreans
Right.
and Indians. And,
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's also about 3 white women, I think, or 3
Yeah.
women living here.
I don't know. I'm hoping like there's a murder. They do some
Yeah.
weird stuff like
So-
Nancy
Is
Kissel
it-
or Hello
is it-
Kitty murder.
So wait, is it a drama or is it?
I believe it's a drama. If Nicole Kidman's in it, it's a drama.
Right.
Yeah,
okay.
pretty sure,
Kidman's
yeah.
stuck in it. And the thing is, so she's filming the show. So she flies into Hong Kong and she doesn't have to quarantine.
Yeah. So she got an exception from the economic board, basically.
So
Yeah. They
most-
literally had eyes wide shut when she arrived.
Where is your? That's great.
Is there a button you can?
Oh, he has.
I actually
you
do,
got it,
I
you
do.
got it.
I think it's one of these. Hold on. I don't have a recording. It's too late. I didn't record it.
Yeah.
And so usually these exceptions are for financial CEOs,
Yeah.
and it's for you get to the country, you go to some board meeting, you get out. But she's filming a show, so she's gonna be moving about. First 2 days, she's already shopping in Central.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you guys saw it. So there were
She also 4 of her team, her assistants or whatever, 4 or 6, also got exempted.
they're
with her.
huge, and they're not even like the actors and stuff. They're
No,
like
no,
her
it's her actual
bodyguards.
team. Yeah.
And I wonder. So they haven't announced it yet, but there might be some irony of like when she finishes filming and goes back to Australia, they make her quarantine in Australia. And I'm like, wait, so Australia will make her quarantine, but
Yeah.
Hong Kong won't.
Yeah.
But I just want to read you guys something because there were 2 SCMP articles
Yeah.
written about Nicole Kidman yesterday. And one was written in the news section. It's like, oh, look, people are very upset and Nicole Kidman is
Right.
outraged. Totally fair because a lot of people are stuck. A lot of people haven't
Yeah,
seen
a lot
their
of people
families,
also
a lot of-
spending so
Yeah.
much money,
So
as
much
we were just
money.
saying.
Yeah.
And she's a freaking billionaire.
Yeah,
she can
afford it.
She can afford
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
So that was the article that I was like, this is the article that was meant to be written. And the other article was written by the SCMP style section.
Okay.
It was the Nicole Kidman, 5 things about her quarantine that you didn't know. And it was just so tone deaf. It was like, number 1, she flew in on a private jet. How amazing is that? And then just description of the jet. And then number 2 is like, she's not staying in a fancy hotel. She's renting a $600,000 a month apartment on the Peak. I'm like, is this supposed to make us like her?
Exactly.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
this doesn't
exactly. You're
help.
making
Like,
it
she gets
worse.
it. And then the last thing was she's already spotted shopping. Look, even famous celebrities can't help but shop in Hong Kong. I'm like, God damn it. This
Barf.
is not the right article.
Yeah,
to be
no.
writing.
It's very
not
like
endearing at all.
buzzy, like millennial
did the author
clickbait
have their,
bullshit.
like I bet you the author had a little photo over there as well, just standing there like, oh, I wrote this.
Yeah, yeah,
These 5 items are
probably.
mine. Oh my god,
Yeah,
that's
that-
the contrast. So that's the problem is that basically the economic board was like, oh, because she's bringing a lot of basically money, financial aid.
But
and
is she
everything.
though?
I mean, like, even if she is, I'm like, really? Like, I think I've been paying taxes. I've been doing all these years. And
Exactly.
also, how do you know that the kid who's stuck in quarantine right now that isn't, like, rich as hell?
Right.
No, but so are a lot of people. I mean, like, also, you can, what is Nicole Kidman's whole thing? Oh, you know what? If I have to quarantine, I'm not making my show.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Yeah, that's
she's
right,
making
yeah.
money too, right?
Yeah, yeah, of
Amazon's paying her
course.
a lot of money.
Exactly, yeah.
Like, yeah, there's some economic growth in terms of, I mean, it's not even like.
But it
not
depends
economic
also
growth,
how
like,
the show depicts Hong Kong, right?
well, but
Like
it's,
maybe it's just showing us
Yeah, it
all
could
like being trash.
That's what I'm curious about. I'm like,
Yeah.
they couldn't CG that stuff?
I kind of want this to happen just to be like, see, she was actually trashing us the whole time.
Yeah.
And you let her in without quarantine.
no, but like, okay, so you have the immediate impact of, hiring gaffers and film crew and lighting
Sure.
people, makeup. I mean, that's some jobs, not a huge amount of jobs, some
Yeah.
jobs. And their main thing is like, oh, look, it could put Hong Kong on the map, and then people would want to come to Hong Kong. And then what? 21-day quarantine.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Our hotel business is booming.
Yeah.
It's like we're supporting the economy.
Yeah.
Oh, my face
Yeah,
mask is
maybe
selling.
maybe people would watch the show and think they all can have an exemption as well,
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like
yeah.
her.
Exactly.
I know. I hope there's like an episode where like Nicole Kidman's character arrives and then she's in quarantine and she's
Yeah.
like talking
Right.
about how awful quarantine is.
I
Like,
never
you were
was
never
like,
even
this is fucking
quarantined.
bullshit.
Exactly, yeah. Or like she actually has to do like fake quarantine just to study what
Yeah.
it's like.
Also, is the show in COVID times? Like, are people wearing masks during the show?
No, I mean, I don't know if they'll change things up or not because
Because that's even more fucked if no one in the crew, and
Yeah.
obviously has to be close to people during filming.
Yeah.
Is no one in the crew is masked up, and she just came from Australia?
So I mean, they could hire some actors to basically walk around the streets and pretend like everything's normal, just like seal up the streets. I know they can do that.
Oh
but
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like, you gotta have all.
I
the
used to
masks.
live when I lived in TST. my street, for some reason, it's a very obscure street, Observatory Road. It's like once a month or twice a month sometimes, it's locked for filming.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
I don't know why. Like, does anyone, you both are...
No,
locals,
that's a good
basically.
like commercial filming street.
Yeah, but it's very not, special.
I think it's usually just like quiet and not that
Yeah,
busy.
yeah, maybe
It's just
that's
like
what it
ads
is.
going through.
Yeah, it's like if you go to like Off Street in Khao Yu Fong right down here as well.
Yeah.
Like usually no cars go down there, so that's
Yeah.
why people film there all the
Ah,
time.
Plus,
true.
like at the bottom of Observatory Road when you cross the road, where like the museum is, you got
Yes.
that fountain. A lot of people like to film there.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's more iconic.
I saw.
and
I
stuff.
was coming back home late once, and I thought like I was drunk. I wasn't, but I thought something's up because I thought the sun is
yeah,
out late at
yeah.
night, and turns out they have this massive light
Oh,
that
yeah.
I've never seen. It's bigger than a stadium light, and
Yeah.
it's on my little street, and I couldn't look at it. It was so big, and it was
Yeah.
just on the one actor. I'm
Yeah.
like, and the actor is sweating.
Yeah, yeah,
It
yeah.
was so crazy.
And the funny thing is like they're trying to fake daylight. I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah, I
You know,
think
you could
they
just
were.
waited, right?
I think I'm probably aware because I think they never film during the day. It's always at
Yeah,
night.
it's hard. It's hard because like
Yeah.
you got people walking around. You can't really block.
Yeah.
yeah.
My favorite is where I used to live in Prince Edward. They used
Yeah.
to film a lot of episodes of Zhanteng there.
Oh, yeah,
it
yeah,
was
really
like one of the
classic.
longest running soap operas in Hong Kong.
Okay.
And they'd always just have a dude on the ladder just like pouring in the fake rain.
Yes.
It's always like rain scenes and
yeah,
people are
yeah.
crying.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
Obviously you can't film when it's raining.
Yeah.
so-
It's funny, man, because like otherwise they have the hose that basically bursts into like raindrops and everything. So that's
Yeah.
another thing. Then the whole street is like wet and all that, and you have to pretend you're like, oh, the rain is so real. Oh, look at me. Yeah, it's terrible, man.
Yeah, it is terrible.
Yeah. But anyway, let's come back to Nicole Kidman. So right now she's filming a show.
Yeah, where
Amazon
can we
Expats.
spot her? We can just. How about we go protest? That's probably not a good idea, but we can try.
Yeah, yeah.
It'd be weird, like Hong Kong's like, this is where we use the anti-protest.
Exactly, yeah.
I'm
Can
not
we
gonna let people protest Nicole
file a
Kidman.
complaint and say we heard her slay one of the protest slogans? Will that get her in trouble? Will they
Oh,
quarantine
yeah.
her then?
Yeah.
yeah, but like, I think she said something. Wait
Yeah.
a second, you know.
She's like,
She was buying diamond, and I heard her say
Yeah.
under her mask.
no, she was like, where's the telecom company? 3 Hong Kong. Did you say free Hong Kong? Oh.
exactly.
Do we know how long is she in town?
She's going to be here for a while. So they announced yesterday that, which is the weird thing, because like most of the exemptions, people are coming in and out.
Yeah.
They're going to be filming until I believe the end of October.
Damn.
Mid-October. So she's here for like a month, 2
we
months.
should try to invite her to a show.
Yeah.
Like, or they can film a show.
You know
We're
what?
Expats.
Nicole
Yeah.
Kidman, if you come to the next Hong Kong, fuck, all is forgiven.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, wait, you get a free T-shirt.
You get a free T-shirt. You know what? Wear the Hong Kong is fuck T-shirt. Like even as like pajamas or something on the show.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
It's, like, it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And people take it wrong with that. Did she
Yeah.
say fuck Hong Kong? Was it? Yeah.
We did do a segment on last night's show about Nicole Kidman, though.
Oh yeah.
How about you don't say that so, if
Just in
she's
case she-
listening. Yeah.
Yeah.
At the end, I was just like, you know what? Now I'm glad she died at the end of Moulin Rouge.
So in case you're listening, Nicole Kidman, you can actually join us on Patreon and
Oh,
subscribe
yes,
over
yeah.
there.
That's all. That's where the pro Nicole Kidman podcast is.
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
be.
that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, for
Yeah, if
like-
you want to hear us talk about your best movies,
Yeah.
it's $5 a month,
Yeah.
$5 a month for fucking sake.
she can do the $20 one. So I
I'm,
think,
I'm
let's go.
lowballing her.
Yeah,
Just,
let's
let's
give
just
it-
go for
this
$5.
wheeler foot in the door. Right?
Foot
Get
in
her
the door,
be like, hey,
and then she'll be like, "Oh, she's talking. They're saying good things about
yeah,
us."
exactly. Yeah.
It is upsetting because I will say before this, I was probably kind of a fan. I was like,
I mean,
yeah, Nicole Kidman's cool.
I was okay with her. She's not like my favorite actress, but she's also not the worst.
Yeah, exactly.
She's fine.
Yeah. Okay, so do you have a lot of people who are actually really upset about this, like lose their minds because of this? Like they were already losing their minds about the quarantine.
Yeah.
Did this become like the tipping point for anybody?
Yeah,
you know?
so if you're on any of like the Facebook Hong Kong quarantine support groups or people like there are so many people talking about this right now. And actually, the funny thing is, I thought it was just Hong Kong. So like a lot of people obviously in quarantine support groups, people trying to come back. They're really upset at this. People like my mom, who has recently just always done that. You know what? The government, I'm sure they have a reason for doing it. Even like Nicole Kidman, she's like, okay, this is bullshit.
yeah. All right, there we
But
go.
I was surprised at how many people from Hong Kong who live in Australia are pissed off, or just Australians in general. Because a lot of people in Australia, they're like,
They wanna come
oh,
back."
I wanted to come Hong Kong, or I wanted to go back, or I have family there, I wanted to visit. My friend Jackie, she's like, I haven't seen my dad in 2 years.
Yeah.
But she gets to go without quarantine. Because she's like, I know mental health wise, I couldn't probably do quarantine.
Dude, like,
Which is for a lot of people. It's
yeah.
fair. Like, it's
14 days
draining.
in a room, 21 days. That's insane.
I
like,
just remembered my buddy. I'm not gonna mention his name, but he's a regular listener. He just had his parents come in from France. So he's French. He lives here, and he brought his parents in on a dependent visa because he just had a second daughter, and he really wanted them to see her. And they were flying from Paris through Dubai, and
To do their washout. Okay, so
dude, it was so crazy.
Yeah, so that's the worst part. So a lot of places that are no-fly list or 21 days, what the people in quarantine are traveling call washout, if you travel to a Group B or Group A country and just be there for like 2 weeks or 3 weeks, then you can do the 7-day quarantine, which was a lot of people's plans. So they fly to Abu Dhabi, they flew to Thailand before going to Hong Kong. And then it increased to 21 days anyway. So they're like, what was the
So
point
you
of me
spent
being
all
there?
this money staying in Dubai, and then you spend more. No, but actually his story is different because he was trying to get them in before the Thursday, and then the airlines wouldn't let them in from Paris, and they just held because they're flying to Dubai, right? And from Dubai, people are flying to different places around the world.
Yeah.
They only held the people who they knew their final destination is Hong Kong. And they just kept them there for a while. They wouldn't like let the plane go.
Yeah.
And the guy was literally waiting on the updates from the Hong Kong government. And they're holding the entire flight, and he's here freaking out.
Yeah.
Because Emirates Airlines knows that if they get rejected by Hong Kong, they have to pay for their flight back.
Yeah.
So they're just holding them there, and he's here freaking out. And it took him like maybe 45 minutes until they let the Hong Kong people on the plane. And in Dubai, it happened again. And they landed in Dubai. They're like, sorry, there is more changes. You have to wait because we can't just fly you to Hong Kong.
Yeah.
And then
you
they
guys
came
get
here.
rejected.
Yeah.
Because I think you have to have your quarantine pre-booked, right? It's
Yeah.
probably one
Yeah.
of those flights like, wait, you're quarantined 7 days. Do we need 21 days?
It's they were very manic, but also they arrived, went through the airport, whatever. They got 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It's almost like you now go to court and it's just up to the judge at
I
this
know.
point. You're like,
There's a lot of
and there's the testing thing too, because like you obviously have to have a negative test
Yeah.
from certified places before you get on a plane. That's one of the reasons Cassie couldn't come back, and I know we'll get to this later, but she's like, even if she decided to come back, the only flight back to Hong Kong was less than a day later, and it takes like 24 hours for some of those places to get the tests back. So she's like, I couldn't even get a test in time.
there is also this thing that like you can have 7 days if you are tested in Hong Kong before you leave.
Yeah, okay.
Which obviously doesn't make sense if you're not in Hong Kong.
Yeah. For Cassie, it was like 48 hours, and she had, because they test a lot where she is right now.
Yeah.
And her last test was like 5 days before, so she's like, God damn,
wasted.
that's messed up.
Yeah. Okay, well, so again, just to break things up, I want to let all listeners know. So this is what comedians like to discuss about off the stage. So when you come up to us, like, you guys have really funny conversations. Do you do that all the time? Like, no.
No, actually, yeah.
We have fun conversations too.
So, okay, so this is an issue because, like, we've not had, like, a lot of shows overseas and people flying into Hong Kong and doing stuff like that. And I'm just like curious, what do you guys think that's going to happen? With the rate the government is going at, we want the zero case policy issue.
dumb.
It's like it's not going to happen.
The fact that Singapore is opening up now.
Yeah, you can go to Singapore from Hong Kong, no quarantine. But you come back to Singapore
let's get
and
into
boom.
that a bit as well because Singapore went like fuck the bubble.
Yeah.
At some point, she was like, "But you guys can come. I don't care what happens when you go back.
But also
but you're more than welcome."
Their rules are weird too. They're like, you have to have a tracking app, which, I mean, it's Singapore.
Yeah.
Also, it's short stays only. So I believe I read it's like you can only stay for.
Well,
a certain
let's
amount
be
of
honest.
time.
Who wants to stay that long in Singapore? Anyway, so
I might have.
Honestly, I think they're doing it. The short stays only thing is so people are going there just for like business trips.
Oh, by the way, they're not requiring vaccine record anymore.
But at
which
the
is
same-
very weird. So they will test you, but they're like, we don't care if you're vaccinated. Just come in.
I think the thing though for Singapore, like Hong Kong's got 0 cases.
Yeah.
Hong Kong has no cases.
Yeah.
So for Singapore, they're probably like, yeah, fine, come over. You're probably gonna get COVID here.
Yeah.
I think that's the thing. Like, people need to realize that this is more than an avoiding thing. It's more we have to live with it kind of deal now, right?
Yeah.
That's what I think Singapore's probably thinking is like, look, we got to get on with life and everything. You guys coming down, like, if something does happen, we'll figure it out then. But otherwise, we can't just keep waiting until this gets 0. And I think that's such a typical Hong Kong parent mentality. Until you get 100, you're not my son. You know, it's like we want full marks. It's like I got 99. I'm the top in the class. Everybody else got like 20.
Yeah. You're a disgrace.
Yeah, I'd be like immensely like, no, still, you could have been 100. It's like, oh my god, like, you know what I messed up on because the teacher just had a bad mood. That's why I got 99.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you know what? go cheer the teacher on and come back to, and then I'll call you my son. It's like you got all that. So I think that's the mentality over here with the
I mean,
Garron
to
as
answer
well.
your question, I feel like as someone who flies acts in and stuff, I have no hope in that happening until like maybe late next year.
Yeah.
Well, even in the smaller scale, right? So
Not even from Asian cities.
No, what I mean
Yeah.
is like so the Hong Kong International Comedy Competition is coming
Yeah.
up, right? And that I thought became an event of like, so what they do, the Comedy Central Asia thing, when Thailand runs their festivals, like this is when Shanghai, you guys ran your
Yeah,
competitions, like
yeah.
this is the marquee thing for all the comics around the scene, the Asia scene, to get together.
Yeah.
Like that was
Yeah.
the main thing. I mean, that's how I met you, Mohammed,
Yeah,
when
yeah.
you did the competition in Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Like we have a great time. Like last time we were in Thailand doing that competition,
that
it
was
was just
so
like,
much fun.
oh, it's just a bunch of comics who are all like supporting each other. We haven't seen each other for months or years.
Yeah.
You're coming from Malaysia, you're coming from Singapore, you're coming from Shanghai, you're coming from Beijing, and we're just hanging out. And I noticed like, not only are we not getting that this year,
Yeah.
and we haven't gotten that in the last 2 years, the new comics in the scene don't understand that energy.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I think
Yeah.
like I love the Hong Kong scene, but I really love the Asia scene. I love
Yeah.
that like we became really good friends.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Good friends with Andy, guys like Rishi and the Jason
Yeah, yeah,
Leongs,
yeah, exactly.
like, we're all-
Sam C, Sam Yar,
yeah,
all
yeah,
of these
it's like
guys.
even not even including bring up the bigger acts. Like
Yeah.
we used to travel to those
Yeah.
places all the time. I obviously the streak ended. I had 3 years in a row where I was at least performing in 10 different cities every year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like multiple countries, and like that was super
Yeah,
cool.
it
And
was. It was. Yeah.
it like works your muscles, like so you're not just performing in Hong Kong, but
Yeah.
also like the comics in Hong Kong can see like how good some of the other comics around.
Correct.
You know
Yeah,
what
yeah.
really sucks for me as well is that when I moved here, because traveling from Hong Kong to anywhere in Asia is so much easier than from Shanghai. And I was so excited about doing that here because same like you, I would tour, but it's harder for me because just the visa restrictions, all of that. And from Hong Kong, it's easier. And obviously, as soon as I started like settling here, and then COVID happened. I never
Yeah.
flew out of Hong Kong except for one time to go to Dubai to see my family.
Yeah.
And I did do a show there, but that was it.
Yeah.
because those used to be like weekend trips.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Dude, Shanghai, Taiwan, those are like hour and a half flights. Like, cool.
Yeah, just go there,
Get,
boom,
get
boom,
there
boom,
Saturday
done.
morning.
Yeah.
Like do some
Do the
touristy
show,
things,
yeah.
eat some nice food, do a show. Sunday, chill out, fly back. You're back home by like
Yeah.
11 afternoon
p.m.
on a Sunday. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I could still cook dinner at home.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, I would have like, for example, going to Singapore for let's say Masala and stuff would be Tuesday morning. You fly down, do the gig at Tuesday night, and you fly out Wednesday morning. It was like this thing. It's like no big deal.
Honestly, that's all that you can do in Singapore.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, after that-
like a couple of times I tried to book with the Maryline, the other club, and they're like, it's a Thursday. I'm like, no thanks.
Yeah.
I don't want
okay.
to because Omar's gig is on Tuesday.
Yeah.
And I literally didn't want to stay 2 more days.
Yeah,
for the other
yeah,
gig.
yeah.
I
I'm
did.
Like, no.
I did the biggest mistake once. I should have just taken the vacation day. I did Masala on the Tuesday, and then I was like, because I didn't want to take a vacation day, I got Umar to be like, hey, you know what? Don't pay for the hotel. Just like give me the extra cash. I'll take the red eye. The red eye in Singapore is 6 a.m. lands in Hong Kong at like
9 or
9
something.
a.m.
Yeah, yeah,
What?
And I managed to like get to work. Didn't even go home. Got to work at 10:30, and I was like, I'm so tired. Why did I decide to do this?
I've done it once. I'm like, never again, man. Oh, it hurts. It hurts so much, especially as you did a gig the night before.
Yeah.
And then you do red eye. That hurts, man. If you didn't have a gig and you just like do a red eye flight, whatever. But the
Yeah,
gig really,
because you also get to the airport at what 4:30 or
Well,
something.
my whole thing is like I went around like after midnight to the airport, like napped at the airport because the only reason I did this, I read on this thing like Changi airports, they have like showers you can use that they're great.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Oh.
yeah, shower's great, and the shower's great, but then you're supposed to shower after the flight. When you shower and you get on the plane, you still feel dirty afterwards.
Yeah.
and you go straight to work.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Oh man.
So that's another thing I noticed that because for the new comics in the Hong Kong scene, they've not really been exposed to a lot of overseas comedians. So they're basically only seeing the local acts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And well, the problem with this is that like when we were up and coming, like growing up and everything, doing comedy in the beginning, you would see these overseas acts and go like, oh my god, this is possible.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
we can do that. Like, what?
Yeah.
What? How does he? You know, how does she? I'm confused. And
Yeah,
what's
right
lacking
now
there?
we are the bar,
Yeah,
which is not really
yeah.
good.
exactly. Which explains I'm like these beginners are terrible.
Exactly.
No, but to your point, like the first big show I ever watched was 2012. I like started doing comedy for like 2 months, and I got a ticket to the finals that year.
Yeah.
And that finals was the one held at the APA. So I'm like, oh man,
that's
like
a big deal. Yeah.
1,000-seat theater. I mean, there's only 600 tickets sold,
Yeah,
but still,
yeah.
1,000-seat theater. But Jim Brewski, Turner, Joanna was there.
Yeah.
Rishi, that was the year Rishi won.
Rishi won, yeah.
Ryan Hynek made the finals. Mahesh made the finals, and it was kind of cool. I was looking at the photo of the 9 finalists, and like 6 are still regular comedians now, 9 years later. Ruben Paul was hosting. Andrew Chu did a guest spot because he had won the year before. And he was awesome. And it's just like, I was like, oh shit, I didn't know local comedy can be like that.
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
theaters
That level.
like that.
Yeah. So that's the thing, is like it's relying on the veteran comedians now in Hong Kong, because again, we kind of have to set the bar and also maybe challenge ourselves and push ourselves to do something a bit more rather than just do another set along with the new comics.
Of course, but we are also not being exposed to that high level for so long now. So
Yeah.
I'm actually worried that we are also, getting in a rut in a
This
way.
brings me to the next point: is like, which comedian in the world do you think could convince the Hong Kong government to come down with no quarantine? I have a feeling Russell Peters might work just because like the Hong Kong government might be like, hey, he sounds like us, haha.
I feel like probably someone like as high profile as Jerry Seinfeld or Chris Rock or something.
I was almost thinking like, so it has to be someone who will take the zeitgeist. So like,
Yeah.
because Jerry Seinfeld coming here, locals won't watch.
Locals
Jerry
won't.
Seinfeld.
okay. That's a good point.
But if you had, first of all, like Trevor Noah, probably, because he sold out that 5,000 before.
Yeah,
it
I
came
mean,
out.
Ali Wong.
I was thinking
for
Ali
sure,
Wong.
For
Ali
sure.
Wong,
Ali
yeah,
Wong
sure.
might work, I think.
Ali Wong
Yeah.
would explode here.
Yeah,
People
yeah.
are like, it's.
Because I think then the government might identify with it and be like, oh, she wears glasses. Our leader wears glasses. It's one of us.
They're both Asian.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, she's a Wong. Okay,
Yeah.
we got a lot of Wongs here.
Actually, to
One's a
quote Tim
cunt, one
Chance-
talks about her cunt. Can I say that?
Exactly,
I didn't say which one was which. I didn't say which one was which.
Yeah.
to quote Tim Chan's joke, they both go on stage and say something stupid.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Now this is the thing. Like, I'm just curious because like it was just in my head. I'm like, okay, let's say we get a comedian and we convince the government. Like, first of all, if we can match every dollar that Nicole Kidman was contributing to society through crowdfunding.
Right.
Let's say, okay. So we raise up
Patreon, everybody.
Yeah, $600,000 we
Yeah.
got, right? Ready banking for a flat at the peak. We can cover that, okay?
Yeah.
And let's just say she's spending 10,000 Hong Kong dollars per day.
Yeah.
So you need another $300,000 for the month. Right? So we can raise $1 million.
Yeah.
We can a month.
For 3 months until October.
Well, we'll do a month.
To get one comedian.
Who is going to ask for another 3 million to perform?
Exactly, yeah. So I know you have a rich friend, people. Listeners are
Yes.
tuning in right now who are not subscribing. Usually you're the one with a rich friend because that's why you're cheap.
Yes,
you don't,
yes.
You're like spending your
You're
money.
listening to a free episode right now.
Exactly,
Shame on
yeah.
you.
I think you are underestimating Nicole Kidman if you think she's only spending $10,000 a
I'm
day.
averaging.
Yeah.
I don't think she's like shopping on a daily basis.
That's
but let's just
true.
say so. At the end of the week, she spends like 10,000 US. Okay, let's just assume
Yeah.
that. So that's what I'm trying
Probably.
to average it out. You
Yeah.
know, the food and everything. I'm gonna say the $600,000 rent. You know,
Yeah.
it probably covers that as well.
Also, if you're listening to this and you happen to, work around that show or know someone who works there, get us her schedule. Just message us anonymously. Get us her schedule.
If she needs extras hired.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll tell we're like,
Yeah.
fuck Nicole Kidman. Hey, we're gonna put you on the show extras. Like, hell yeah.
Yeah, delete
I'm
the
on
episode,
Expats.
delete the episode.
I will be there.
Next year our poster's like as seen on Expats.
Yeah, exactly.
On Amazon Prime.
Exactly.
Put the Amazon Prime logo everywhere.
It's like the front image on your website.
Yeah.
It's like that was me.
Yeah.
Right on my way to a comedy show.
It's actually you blurred in the back.
Exactly. You know what's gonna be funny? You can actually fake yourself. That was me. Like really? That's kind of blurry. That was me.
I think the only one who can fake himself is him. Among the three of us.
Exactly. Yeah, the chance of having a Garron-looking guy on the
Yeah,
other side
exactly.
is
Just
more
put a
likely.
random Chinese guy in the back. It's like, yeah, that was him.
Exactly.
They should do some like thing where they have some of the people on Mirror be on that show.
Yeah.
man.
Any of them will be fine. I bet you anything they probably thought of that.
Nicole Kidman meets Garron Chiu, you know?
Yeah. Like the people in Hong Kong, like we'd like the picture with Garron Chiu, not you.
yeah. Nicole Kidman's like, they're all here for me. It's like, who is this blonde lady?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. All right, so we've got that one. So again, just to remind everybody, Patreon is open to you guys who want to subscribe. By all means, throw in $3 million. We will try our best to get Ali Wong. All right, that's
Yes.
the deal.
Yeah.
Okay,
we got that
deal.
one. So coming back to another thing though, is that
We'll also
our
do the
own
typical thing of sending the screenshot of us paying her so we can show that
I
we
can
did.
Photoshop that.
Yeah.
I can totally Photoshop that. That's not a
Nice.
problem. Yeah, that's easy. I can do
Okay.
that.
In money bags.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
By the way, sorry, I'm throwing this in there. Can I tell? So Hannibal Buress,
Yeah.
when he came to Hong Kong, and me and Tammy were organizing the show, and we were talking to his agent, and we got all the ticket sales, and we're like, hey, tickets already sold out, so we can pay you guys the money. We can give it to a check, send it to your bank account. And they're like, just give it to Hannibal Buress cash in a bag. We're like, I'm like, that's really funny. He's like, no. He asked, can he get it in cash in a bag? I'm like, what? And Tammy thought, he's like, you know what? We're just gonna mess around with Hannibal. And I asked Hannibal, like, why do you want it in a bag? He's like, well, like I always wanted to feel like a gangster, and comedy is not the most gangster of jobs you can do. So if I ask people to pay me in a bag in cash, then I feel like a gangster. And then Tammy comes up, and it's in this like Hello Kitty pencil case. And he's like, all right, this is less gangster. By the way, I like he looked at it and he was like, I'm not even gonna count it. We're like, what?
Yeah, like damn it, I could take $100.
That's a lot of money in Hong Kong dollars.
Yeah. He'd take $100 out bag.
He's like, I trust you.
Yeah.
It's like, all right.
He's
Bad
probably,
idea.
Yeah, exactly. He's probably like, I'm not gonna waste my time. I could do another set and double this money right now than count this money. Yeah, you got that. All right, so again, we wanted to talk about Cassi as well.
Just the backstory here. Why is Cassi in Thailand? Also, let's start with the Sandbox first.
Okay, let's also go back to it in case anybody doesn't know who Cassi really is.
I think most listeners, because he's also very active on the WhatsApp group.
Yes.
So most listeners know who Cassi is.
Cassie's been on here twice.
Yeah.
Once or twice. And she is the founder of Chaotic Expats Hong Kong and happens to be my wife. You can't say my wife without
my wife.
It's weird. Like there's no like she tried to do my husband. There's no equivalent of it.
No.
It's not a thing. So she happens to be my wife. Her dad lives in a old folks home in Chiang Mai.
Right.
He moved there about 2 years ago. It's just much nicer than the ones in Hong Kong. Also much more affordable. It's bigger space. The food's better. The medical staff is better there. So he moved to Chiang Mai, and Cassie used to visit probably once every 2 months. And I would go to Chiang Mai as well. It's pretty cheap. Flights are pretty cheap. And Chiang Mai is a nice city. And we were planning to get married there as well. And that's been delayed like 4 times now. And
Kind of like the Hong Kong-Singapore bubble.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And so they announced they were doing, which might have... I don't know how it affects Bangkok, but basically in Thailand, what they realized was we need to get our tourist dollars back. Too much of our country relies on tourism. Bangkok is the only place that doesn't require tourism because that's where all the banks and all the big brands are. So they're like, you know what? Let's vaccinate everyone else first. And if you get herd immunity, we're going to open a thing called the Sandbox. And Phuket was the first one, and Koh Samui's open as well. So what the Sandbox is basically tourists who are vaccinated can travel there with a lot of conditions, which is like a lot of bureaucracy to figure out. So it includes things like you have to be vaccinated, you have to have gotten a serology test to doubly prove you're vaccinated, you've gotten a regular test, you have to get a specific type of insurance that covers COVID. And by the way, the government pretty much admitted they did that because it's something that backpackers couldn't afford. They're like, we basically want the tourists who will spend money, not the backpackers who are paying $1 a day.
If you're going to buy
Wait, how much is that insurance?
The insurance is not expensive. It's like $4,000 Hong Kong that'll cover you for 3 months.
It's $1.
If you're there for 2 weeks, it's cheaper as well. But it's basically weeding out.
It's basically $1 more than every backpacker's budget.
I mean, most people who have a lot of travel insurances cover as well. Then you need a form by the government that's signed by the Thai government. Then you get there, and it's only specific hotels. But the whole point is, once you're there, you can be there for either 14 days, and then they track you on an app. They test you every 5 days, and then after you pass your 14 days, you can then travel anywhere in Thailand.
Okay.
Or after you've been there for 7 days, you can then travel to other sandboxes. So right now it's Phuket, Koh Samui, and a few small islands. And by the way, Phuket is now basically 100% vaccinated.
Wow.
Damn.
They show it's 92% vaccinated, and the only people who aren't vaccinated are basically children or people with like health problems.
Like I bet you right now, Caroline's looking at Phuket going like, oh, so nice.
Yeah, they vaccinate everyone who can be vaccinated.
I want me.
And so Koh
Damn.
Samui is past the 70% mark. Chiang Mai is at 30% now, so their whole thing is they want to see if they can open the Sandbox by
What was their
October.
vaccination strategy, though? How did they convince everyone to do
Run after you on the street?
No. In Thailand, it's not like Hong Kong. In Thailand, everyone wants to get vaccinated. It's just like the vaccines arrive late because the Thai government decided for AstraZeneca. The king owns a biochem company.
Oh.
And we're like, you know what? We're not going to buy AstraZeneca. We're going to buy the rights to AstraZeneca, and only I make the vaccine.
Nice.
And also, his company has never made vaccines before. So
Yeah.
the time it took for them to make it and roll it out was way slower than expected.
Yeah.
But everyone's there are so many vaccination queues. Like, for us, when we signed up for the vaccine on the website, it's available in some places for certain people in Bangkok now, and it's like 2-month waiting lists.
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah. So people want to get back to the point where all the embassies, well, not all, but a lot of the embassies. So, for example, the French embassy in Thailand are just like, you know what? Fuck it. If you're French, come to the embassy. We bought some vaccines. We're just going to give you a shot. We're not going to make you wait that long.
Inside the embassy.
Yeah, inside
Wow.
the embassy. The unfortunate thing is because Bangkok is doing so poorly, basically when they're like, it's 18,000 to 20,000 cases a day in Thailand now, 90% of that is Bangkok.
Right.
And
yeah.
because of that, most of the flights that fly domestically in Thailand fly through Bangkok at a certain point.
Yeah.
Like even if it's like Chiang Mai to Phuket, that flight will eventually fly to Bangkok and then
Sure.
back to Chiang Mai. To
Yeah.
Phuket. And because of how bad things are going in Bangkok, they've now grounded all flights domestically. Pretty much all flights.
Yeah.
You can, if you're Sandbox, they allow you to fly from Phuket to Bangkok just to like get out of the country.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
some countries only fly to Bangkok. So now not only can Cassie not come back, or it's harder for her to come back because of the 21-day quarantine, so we're trying
Yeah.
to figure out the timing. It's now more difficult for her to get from Phuket to Chiang Mai.
Oh my God.
Because the original plan was she does her 14 days,
Yeah.
flies to Chiang Mai. It's pretty safe there. Her brother was there a few months ago. She spends a lot of time with her dad. Either Chiang Mai back to Hong Kong or fly back to Phuket and fly back to Hong Kong.
Yeah.
And now they're seeing when
Can she
flights
go
resume.
on land?
She can go on land. It is a 19-hour car ride.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
So, and I was like, get a group because like I don't, as a one individual woman in Bangkok, do you
Yeah.
like, feel safe being in a car with someone for like 19 hours?
Yeah, I know how.
Right.
And also like it's at certain parts of Thailand, it's rainy season right now, so it's really dangerous to drive as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully they resume the flights soon. And actually what they're planning to do is they're planning to resume at least some flights or some bus routes for just people in Sandbox to go to other places. Because, so you don't, because these are the people who they know are all vaccinated, all safe. And actually that's the other issue with what Hong Kong has done for the 21 days. It's like, okay, you're putting Thailand on a list because of Bangkok. Why can't you let people in Phuket fly back for 7 days? Because everyone
You
in
already
Phuket
know.
right now,
Yeah.
they're tracked, they're tested all the time. It is literally the safest environment in possibly Asia. Like,
Yeah.
it's everyone there is being tested all the time and they're being traced.
Yeah.
So it's not even like, hey, scan, leave home safe to show you've been there. No, it's literally GPS tracking your movements.
Wow.
So the fact that they, like people who are going to Koh Samui, people who are going to Thailand can't come back, or
Yeah.
people, foreign travelers going into Phuket can't then come in.
I
It's,
also
it's
read
weird.
that they're not letting other Thai people who are not from Phuket go into Phuket from
Yes.
the rest of Thailand,
Yes.
which is kind of fucked up, to be honest.
Unvaccinated. But yes, it is a
yeah,
problem.
it's still
It is a problem.
kind of fucked up.
Yeah, it is.
Because
It
they're
is.
allowing foreign tourists from all over the world and people from there, let's say
Yeah.
from Bangkok, who want to just vacation in Phuket.
Or
they're like,
if you're
no.
from Phuket. I
Or
just
you're
happen to-
from
I happen to
Phuket.
be
Yeah,
working
yeah,
in
exactly.
Bangkok.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
I'm
it's
not vaccinated,
crazy.
so I can't go home.
That's
Yeah.
crazy, man. I mean, like, no one would have thought, like, even if you're in Phuket, or let's say you're at a resort, let's just say that area, right, where you're supposed to enjoy it and want more of it. Yeah, at some point, you're kind of like, I hate this.
Yeah.
Please.
That's like the equivalent of like, all right, tourists fly in here and go to Psych Home, but locals who are unvaccinated can't go to Psych Home.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah,
right,
it's kind
right,
of like,
yeah.
that's weird.
Yeah, it's very weird.
I will say we are picking up though. So, when they talk about like, will the vaccine rate plateau?
Yeah.
Because it's clearly plateaued in the U.S. because it's just all either anti-vax or vaccine hesitant.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize how badly the U.S. has plateaued because it'll be about 1 to 2 weeks before Hong Kong overtakes U.S. in vaccination rate. And we kept talking about how slow things
Yeah,
were
yeah,
for us.
yeah.
I mean, I know with the Delta variant, people pick back up, and Hong Kong, I don't know why this wasn't a bigger news story. We're at like 52, 53%. Like we passed 50%. Yay,
Wow.
we did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Half of us are. And when people were all like, oh, a lot of the people who would be protesters or anti-government, they're the ones not getting vaxxed. They're actually all getting vaxxed now.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
problem in Hong Kong is the people 60 and up who were like, remember in the first few weeks, like, oh, 8
Yeah.
people died.
Yeah.
Sinovac, because they had conditions. They're like, now we're not going to do it.
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
fine.
yeah.
I'm like, no, the old people, you guys should have been the first ones.
Yeah.
Every other country is like 60 and older get the vaccine first. And we're like, yeah, that should be you guys.
Yeah. They're like, no,
And it's weird. I think something the S&P said like 65 and above, it's 20% vaccinated in Hong
See,
Kong.
this is why S&P needs to write better stuff. Like instead of talking about how Nicole Kidman's flight and everything's good, they should be like, hey, the vaccine is so awesome.
Yeah.
Guess who got this? You know, you
But,
could do that.
I mean,
Is she vaccinated?
yes, she was
Oh,
vaccinated.
she is.
Yeah,
Okay.
She said she got vaccinated in April.
Yeah.
But that's the other issue with the 14 to 21 day thing. It means that there's no advantage to being vaccinated.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah,
was
exactly,
my
yeah.
whole point.
Yeah,
all
whole
along.
point.
Yeah.
That's an.
Was-
I argue with you guys a lot about this. Like it's it's
So this
exactly
is-
like there is no incentive whatsoever.
So
Well, I mean, the incentive is like not dying if you get COVID.
yeah, well,
Yeah, but we don't have COVID in Hong Kong.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah,
whole.
exactly.
That's the whole point. We don't have it.
So this is actually an issue that a lot of people like. I know a few people who are still not not anti-vaxxed, but like still fearful about
Vaccine
it.
hesitant.
Yeah, vaccine
Yeah.
hesitant,
Yeah.
right? So this is the issue. Like the traveling was one of the things that was going to push them and go like, all right, you know what?
Yeah,
maybe
that's
this
what
will
Ben
happen.
Cowling said on the podcast as well.
Exactly. Yeah, he was talking about that's
Yeah.
the whole idea, right? Now the lucky draw was really smart, as in getting a lot of people going like, for that I'll do it, right? You have
I don't
that,
think it like helped that.
Oh, it did.
Oh, it did. Oh, yeah,
dude,
yeah.
If you look at the
spike,
graph
yeah.
of vaccines per day,
Yeah.
the spike was on the day they announced the
Really?
May lottery.
Oh my
dude,
God.
Hong Kong people love because it's not just winning shit. It
Yeah.
also feels like gambling.
Yeah,
right.
yeah, finally we have
Yeah.
that. And there's all but like the funny thing though is like I have still yet to meet anybody who's actually won anything.
Anything, yeah. Do you know
Because there's a
anyone?
whole bunch of them.
No, so, some of them are running now.
Yeah, the Chamber of Commerce has this one every week.
Yeah, there is
right?
one like, and they put the IDs and stuff on
yeah,
the website.
they give you a reference number. So every
Yeah.
time I search, I'm like, my number's not there. I'm like, are these real?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw the one of like whichever development company was giving out literal tails of gold bars. I was like, that would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just be like,
exactly,
I got a
yeah.
block of gold. I might not even
Exactly.
sell it. Just hold on.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, exactly.
Damn.
So that was the other issue that there hasn't. And now that with the traveling thing, they're all like, yeah, this I'm never gonna trust him ever again. So these guys not even.
I would have. Yeah, the traveling thing's awful. I would have done a. When we got the $5,000 consumption voucher scheme,
Yeah.
should have been like, and if you're vaccinated, you get 1,000 more.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little perk over there, right?
If you're listening and you know someone who won, if you won or you know someone who did win anything from the
Yeah.
raffles, let us know. We'll post it on Instagram because I don't believe it's real, honestly.
Wait. So Cassie pointed this out, and we used this because she was looking through a list of the prizes.
Yeah.
And we used this on the show yesterday. One of the prizes from I think it's the Hong Kong Chamber of Commerce one, a bunch of the hotel chains got together. Hotel perks, stay at the Marriott, stay at the Mandarin Oriental. One of the prizes was a 3-night stay at the Dorset Hotel, Wuhan. And I was like, who is like, yeah, that one.
That
Dude,
one
they're going back into lockdown, by the way. My buddy Fahad, who runs the shows there, they're having a few cases from Changsha, and they're basically locking down Wuhan again, testing everyone, telling them to stay indoors.
Yeah.
It's also crazy because no one is, like, China is also censoring all of that, so we're not hearing about. The only reason I know about it is because the guy lives there. I tried to look it up. There is no news about China going back into lockdown or
Well,
some
I tell
cities
you
at
what,
least.
if anybody does win that Dorset Wuhan thing, send it to us. We'll send it to your friend.
That's true. Yeah.
My dad, he recently, because my dad works in Panyu, which is in between Shenzhen and Guangzhou. So he recently had to go back up. He quarantined. And look, I wish, quarantine wouldn't be as bad if the quarantine didn't suck in Hong Kong. Like we had friends who were like going to Australia and they're like, oh, I have to quarantine. And they were in like 5-star hotels that were serving steaks and stuff, and the government pays for most of it, so you don't get like ripped off.
Freaking Andy.
Here it's like a lot of the places are gross and they're super expensive. Also because of this quarantine news, all the quarantine hotels also jacked up their prices. Like there are some hotels that are like 230 square foot room, charging $2,000 a night. So for your 21 days, that's
that's like 40 something. Yeah.
And so my dad, he had to do 14-day quarantine when he got into Guangzhou. And what they did was like they got a bunch of they're building all these apartments to eventually sell out. And they're like, we got all these like service apartments that nobody lives in, and they turn them into
Quarantine rooms,
hotels.
yeah.
And my dad was showing me, he's like, they're super nice.
Yeah.
They're way cheaper in Hong Kong, like few $100 a day. and they have these like weird robots coming to you to serve you food.
Oh, yeah. Man.
And I was like, my dad was showing me, he's like, see, quarantine's not that bad. I'm like, you're basically quarantining in a super nice apartment.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly,
An apartment
yeah.
nicer than mine. You're fine.
Yeah, when you come back here, then we'll talk again.
Yeah.
All right. To wrap this up, when do you think Cassie is coming back?
She will be back by the end of September. I think the key thing was her birthday's on September 20th. So if you're listening on this on the September 20th, happy birthday, Cassie. And her whole thing was like she was going to get back beginning of September. So she's out by the time it's her birthday.
Yeah.
Now, with it being 21 days, she's like, I just don't want to have my birthday in quarantine. I'd rather stay in Thailand a little longer, and I can have my birthday with my dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair
So
enough.
she'll probably be back after her birthday. I feel like I'm doxing my own wife on a podcast. I'm giving everybody her whereabouts.
Yeah.
Everything our guests say do
she'll-
not reflect the opinions of the host of the
Yeah,
show.
and then she'll hopefully be out of quarantine by middle of October.
Damn.
Can we do a guess the jelly bean thing like when Cassie's coming?
No, everybody buys a calendar date. If it's that
Yeah.
date, you win all the pool. money.
Actually, here's something I will actually commit to. We'll take a video of her leaving the quarantine hotel whenever it is. I'll put it up on Patreon.
Yeah.
I promise I'll do that.
I was really hoping like if we get her, there's a few hotels we're looking at now. Some we've like just booked just in case, but there's one where there's a park in Central where the rooms overlook, and I'm just gonna like every day walk my dog by there. It's like, hi, you'll be out very soon. I love you.
She can throw stuff to you, right? I guess that's illegal.
Yeah, I don't
I
know
imagine
what
You can't
to
open the
throw.
window, right? I think-
Cigarette butts.
Yeah.
No. Some quarantine hotels allow you to open the windows, and everyone says it makes a big difference. It's like
Of course.
Sure.
having
Psychologically,
a
yeah.
tiny room, but like fresh air.
Yeah, of
Oh,
course.
big difference,
Or
man.
just like here, like one of my coworkers was quarantining in Causeway Bay, and his view was just of the Wan Chai market.
Yeah.
It's like just opening it and just
And
like
hearing the
listening to
people.
people
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
to market.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
like,
Smelling the food or something. Yeah.
I'm gonna go back and check out Spotify's most popular audio clips. It's probably gonna be like restaurant sounds.
Thanks for coming on, man.
Oh, no,
Always
no
lovely
worries.
to have you.
No worries.
Last thing, if you guys haven't checked out the backstage shows for a while, please come to a show, support us. We've been doing great things. These two guys have been headlined. By the time you listen to this, I've also headlined. We have many headliners coming up. Baijiu Debates. Garron does Hong Kong as fuck shows as well. So check that out. When is your next
Hong
show?
Kong. The next show is in it's in 3 weeks. The next show is, I believe, September
right?
10th.
Okay,
Yeah.
check out Hong Kong as fuck. Check out Comedy HK. Thank you for listening.